Today we speak on Tamar. I'll read while this series of women's ministry. Meanwhile, in the Egypt, the traders sold Joseph to the Potiphar, and Potiphar was the captain of the palace guard, the chief execution. So the story starts from the Joseph captured and led to Potiphar's house in Egypt. About this time, Judah left home and moved to Abdullah and lived with a man named Hira. There he had met a Canaanite woman and married with her. He had 3 sons, Ir, Onam and Selah. Ir married to Tamar, but he was wicked, so the Lord killed him. Then Judah said to Ir, brother of Onam, you must marry Tamar, as our law requires of a dead brother's. But Onam was not willing. Henceforth, he married to Tamar, but he went to sleep with her, and he spilled the sperm on the bed to prevent baby, which would his brothers. So he don't want to have a child from that Tamar, or he will belong to his brother. So it was very wrong with God, and so he killed him also. So Judah told Tamar that you go to your parents' home till my son Selah become age of marriage. But inside, Judah don't want to marry Tamar because he wanted that God will kill his son also. Then Tamar went home at her parents. In process time, Judah's wife died. Then he came to his friends and to supervise the ships. When someone told Tamar that your father-in-law in this city has realizing come to now by the road, so she told herself that he will not permit to marry Selah because he don't want to kill by God. So he laid aside her widow clothing and covered with a veil to disguise herself and sat beside the road at the entrance of the village of Energev, which way to Timnah. Judah noticed her as she went by, and that she was a prostitute. The prostitute name I have 3-4 sessions I have taken prostitute's name, and this is the prostitution in Canaanite city. The prostitution means that is temple prostitution, and that is a private prostitution. If someone goes with this temple prostitute, so there will be no harm, more harm. But those who go to private prostitute, they have to pay high, or it will sometimes it is a harm for the private people who comes outside the nations, outside the region. That's why he wanted to have a series of she sat on the road and with a veil, nice veil, uncovering her face. So Judah came and pressurized her that be with me in a bed or something. Then he said that she said that I'll read. How much will you pay for meat? She asked. And then he said, I'll send you a goat, young goat, from my flocks, he promised. But she again told that, what pledge will you give me to so that I can be sure you will send it? She asked. Then Judah told, what do you want? He inquired. She answered, your identification seal and your walking stick. So he gave her, and she let him come inside the room and slept with her. And he became pregnant as a result. Afterwards, she resumed wearing widow clothes as usual. The time go on. After that, Judah and his friend come to give goat and asked them whether any prostitute lived here. But villager told him that there was no prostitute. About 3 months later, a word reached to Judah that Tamar, his daughter-in-law, was pregnant, obviously as a result of prostitution. Bring her out and burn her, Judah shouted. But as they were taking her out to kill her, she sent message to fathers-in-law. The man who owns this identification, seal and walking sticks, is the father of my child. Do you recognize them? Judah admitted that, and they were his. And he said, she is more than right than I am. I have refused to keep my promise to give her to my son Shelah, but he did not marry her. After that, she gave birth Perez and Jerek. The story tells the message for us. God helps any crucial situation and draw you out and make your life fruitful. Other thing is that whatever man corrupt and do harm to you, God will teach him a lesson. Another third thing is God's mysterious ways to keep Judah heritage to continue, because Judah's heritage in Mark or Matthew he is there. Jesus from Judah, Tamar's two sons, Perez and Zerah. That was included because David is from the Judah's inheritance, and afterwards Jesus also from Judah's inheritance, means from Tamar, that goes on. So in this series I want to give a very clear message. Tamar was a Canaanite and he married to Judah Israelites. Even Ruth's story was, she was a Moabites and married to Boaz. And Boaz was the father of Jesse, and Jesse was the father of David. Then another thing is that Jesus met on the well that she was a Samaritan woman. Other in Bible says the one foreign women came to ask, beg her child's for healing. So Jesus said that I have sent for these Israelites, not others. But she said, even the crumbs of bread, dog eaten. So Jesus said, your faith is very big, so you will be healed. So there are so many women's or so many stories are there. The God don't have any hindrance. She is a Canaanite or she is a other nation. He don't have hindrance of casteism and racism. He don't have the racism. He is the God. He is the God. And for 40 this Isaiah 45 verses 12 to 13, he says, I have created heaven and earth, and I sent this Cyrus to capture the Babylon and take to Babylon, and I have told him to build the temple. My ways, I am this Almighty God. He always said, I am the Almighty God. So Jesus don't have the hindrance. Jesus don't have the hindrance, and he accept as you are. Many people said, I have got a disqualification. I have got much sin. I have very early Christian, or I have just I have accepted Jesus Christ just now, or these people are 40 years. Some people, the Kerala peoples or Tamil Nadu people, as I am. So they said that they are very 2000 years they are Christian, and the other states are very so that doesn't matter. So I'll tell when he made Zacchaeus and asked, I want to come to your home today, and he said, salvation is today. He has got a salvation today only. So that is not a past, but I have to wait for salvation. I have to for healing for month and month and month and month. Then God will heal me. Then I will become a good person. When you accept Jesus Christ, He accepts you as it is, and at the very time. Time means today. Even this John Baptist said, the God's way means God's message has come, and the deliverance has come, and you will be pure, and one person will come and he will baptize you not for fire. So that means the good days, rain has come. This is our ministry, and our is giving emphasis that we start change ourselves. We start communicate Jesus as at once, and we can have our salvation. Many times people are say that I am always again I am sinning again saying. Some people go to confession to preach. Some people get pardon from the God by praying themselves direct pardon from God, asking God's mercy. But I will say that, as Saint Paul says, I have died with Christ, risen with Christ. I am a new person. So when you change yourself, when you be with Jesus Christ, so there will be no chances of sin again. And this very true story, your priest even this our pastors or even any didn't tell to other people that this is a story that you must change on this on the that time, and you will be not to be seen. If you are in God's mercy, if you are with the very close, how can you see even water seal or something? It is really too far from you. So you must be changed. You must die with the Christ. You must risen with the Christ, and there will be no sin. So many people that the heaven is up, they will die, will go to heaven or something. But heaven is on earth only. We are in body and soul. God says good news has come, and God's kingdom has come already. He has come. He said the kingdom, God's kingdom has come into the world. And afterward, that Jesus told disciples that I am with you till the end. If risen God is with us till the end, how can we see? Many people, this truth, they said we are feeble, we are human beings, we have got a flesh or something. But as St. Paul, even she said that Magdalena was a sinner, but when she wiped the feet of our Jesus Christ with her beautiful hair, with fragrant so she changed that moment. She changed the moment she changed, and she changed her life till the end. Saint Peter changed his life. He was till the end. All of the disciples are changed completely till the end. And people say only 500 people seen the Jesus, even Paul or something. They have got a specific vision, because our earthly eye cannot see the God. Earthly eye cannot see the God. Cannot be seen the God. Any holy or something. When God give permission to see the God, see His message, so He is changeless. So then we can see the God, and that only 500 people have seen the risen Lord, not all the person. Jesus might have got to Pontius Pilate or this priest, high priest or something, and said that I am a risen God. But they don't have that capacity, they don't have that power to see Jesus, because Jesus is the risen Lord, and Jesus Lord to be seen, it is a very great thing. Today also, in our Christian ministry, people are goes to church, goes to prayer, or goes to personal prayer, but intimacy with Jesus, humbleness with Jesus, prayerful with Jesus, and working hard for their family, for and living every moment for God, singing every moment to the God, that makes you perfect person. As Tamar, I will come to Tamar's history. Tamar has changed her mind that she should change her widow clothes and wear the nice clothes, and she has complained. She said that I will become as a prostitute. And then Judah came, and Judah asked her that come with me. Then she said, how much you will pay? Then he said, I will give you my ring and stick, walking stick. Then they got this marriage act. They had done the marriage act. and marriage act means they got a misplaced relationship, and she become pregnant, and after that same Tamar has got Perez and Zara, the sons, and that they become means genesis of our Jesus Christ and David also. This is for today.